Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'll be sharing with you my 2015 makeup favorites, and I have everything stocked up here so it's easily accessed. So let's start off with our favorites. The first favorite we'll talk about is my very well loved powder, and this is the Koh Gen Do Triple Lighting Foundation Compact. I have to read it off the paper because the name is so long. But as you guys can see by how much I use, I really love this. And this powder is just so great because when you have it on, it doesn't look like any powder, it just looks like your skin, and no matter how much you pile on, it always looks so natural. And also, since the powder is so finely milled, it actually gives your skin that blurring effect. I apply this powder onto the perimeters of my face because it's really nice suited for people who have normal skin, and that's where I am for around my face. And also this powder I believe is discontinued, but I'm pretty sure you guys can find a duplicate or replicate powder where they replace for this one in the Koh Gen Do range. So do try it out, and I really love this. I do have a backup, but for this one I just don't want to powder even though it's like all crumbled up in pieces now. I just really want to use the last bits of it. For more oilier areas like my nose, I've been loving this Chanel Vitalumiere Loose Powder Foundation. And first of all, as you guys can see by the packaging, it's genius for a loose powder. It's not messy at all, and I brought this onto my cruise, nothing spilled out. And this powder is really great at keeping my oil at bay. It keeps my oil for about 5 hours, and best of all, it really gives your, like wherever you apply it, that smooth poreless finish. It blurs everything, so it's great for my porous areas like my nose because it gets really oily, so the pores on my nose is naturally really big. So I've been loving this one, but you can also use this one for all over the face, and that's what the counter lady did the first time I tried this. She applied this all over my face with a kabuki brush, and it looks like she applied on a really thick layer, but it doesn't look thick at all on the skin. It just makes the skin look like this smooth porcelain canvas. So I really love this one. For 2015, one of my makeup goals was to find an under eye powder that's suitable for me. I have a really weird under eye where the dark circle around here is really dry, so whatever I apply on top kind of creases, but the meaty area here is kind of oily, so when I have mascara on, it tends to smudge down, so creating a dark shadow here. But I found this powder which ticks all of my boxes. This is the by Terry Hyaluronic HYDRA powder, and as you guys can see, it's a white powder and it's really finely milled. You can even feel it when you put your brush in, because when I put my brush in, like a part of the powder will fly away and you're just like, no, come back, because this powder is really expensive. But seriously, this powder is so great. When I apply it on, it doesn't feel like anything at all. It doesn't dry out my under eyes, which other powders do. And also it doesn't crease, which is one of the miracles of finding something in a powder, because I never thought a powder would stop my under eyes from creasing. I have a natural kind of smile or emotion line under my two eyes, but this just prevents it from creasing, which is really good. And also it doesn't dry it out, so it keeps my eyes area moisturized all day long. I just love this, and since it's white, it brightens up the under eye area a little bit as well. I have to flick my hair to one side because it's really hot when I film. But for foundation base, I haven't found one product that ticks all of my buttons for 2015. So for base, I've been mixing these two. First is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, and then this one is the Chantecaille Anti Smog Tinted Moisturizer. The Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation is great for those who have oily skin. It gives you that beautiful full coverage matte finish, and this foundation is really great for those who want to go for a night out and you want that flawless perfection finish, because seriously the finish of this foundation is just beautiful. But I found this foundation to be a tad bit too drying and a tad bit too heavy for my day-to-day needs, so that's why I add in the Chantecaille Tinted Moisturizer. And also for the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, this is really brightening on the face too, and it doesn't oxidize, which applies to every single base product I'll talk about today, which is really important to me because I have oily skin, and when my oil kind of comes into contact with any kind of product I put on top, it oxidizes. But with these products I use, it doesn't oxidize on my skin. So for the Chantecaille Anti Smog, this is obviously a tinted moisturizer which gives you a beautiful luminous medium coverage, and also this has the added bonus of anti-pollution, so it has protections against the external forces like dirty things around in the atmosphere. And it's especially handy because I work in the city. you might get cigarette smokes and also, you know, fuel exhaust from cars. And that's why I found this one really handy, and it doesn't feel like any kind of makeup on your skin. It actually feels like skincare because it's so moisturizing and so, I wouldn't say rich, but nourishing onto the skin. So I've been really enjoying this one mixed together with my Charlotte Tilbury. A drugstore product that's compatible to the Charlotte Tilbury is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour matte mattifying foundation, and this one is really great again for those who have oilier skin, because this seriously kept me oil free all day long, which is really rare in a foundation. And the thing with this one is because there's such limited color range, this color, which is the lightest one in vanilla, it's a touch too dark for me. But if you can find a color match within the range and you have really oily skin, I really recommend this one. For under eye concealer, I'm not able to put this one down. This is the Clarins Instant Concealer in the shade 01. I've been really loving this because first of all, this doesn't irritate my under eye areas. I've been using other under eye concealers and creams before which cause me to have milia, which I have to get it removed surgically. But using this for a long time now, ever since I got it, I've been using it every single day, and it just doesn't irritate my under eyes. And of course it does the things of, you know, brightening my under eyes, concealing those dark circles, and also I feel it hydrates the under eye area a bit as well, which is really important to me because, as I said before, I do have really dry under eyes, so this is definitely a really sturdy under eye concealer. For concealer, I've been loving this one. This is the Dermablend Smooth Indulgence Concealer in the shade Nude. Again, this is a really sturdy product as a concealer. It gives you beautiful full coverage, and that's what you need in a concealer, right? Because that's what you use these for, to cover stuff. And I've been using this for my pimples. As you guys can see, I actually have quite a bit of spots ever since we came back from the cruise trip. I don't know why my skin is acting up. Maybe it's upset we finished the cruise. But I've been using this to cover up my spots. It doesn't irritate my pimples. It gives it full coverage and it just covers it right up. Usually I use one layer, but if the spot is really dark, I'll go in with two. And this feels really lightweight on the skin. It stays all day long, and you only need the tiniest amount. I think I still have a lot left, even in this little tiny bottle here. So I really love this. Moving on to highlight, and I'm only going to be talking about one today, which is a shocker because I usually talk about one new highlight in every single one of my monthly favorites. But seriously, I've been loving this, using this every single day ever since I got it. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Pearl, the lightest one in the range. I love this one because first of all, this is a cream product that doesn't mess up with your base foundation. Basically, this is so easy to apply on and blend out, and it doesn't mess up with anything that you put underneath, like your foundation. And also this product gives you that beautiful, luminous, watery, reflective finish on the skin. There's no large sparkles or glitters that show through, so it's just beautiful. And again, the formula is so lightweight. It feels like skincare when you put it on. I know it's kind of wrong because this is a makeup product and a highlight product, but it just feels so nice on the skin. It doesn't irritate it. It looks beautiful, and I just love it overall. And usually with cream products, you'll find that when you apply it onto the skin on top of foundation, it messes up the base. This doesn't, so I just love this one. And also because it is a cream product that you apply as base, it lasts all day long on your skin. So if you want a lasting finish for your highlight, do apply a base highlight product on. Alright guys, let's talk about my favorite product ever, which is the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And seriously, if you guys have oily eyelid, just go for this one. Don't use any other, or don't try any other eyeshadow primers, because this is seriously your one-stop shop. And I just love this one. It keeps my eyeshadows lasting all day long. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't crease, and this is the only product that worked for me. Even if I don't wear eyeshadow makeup, if I just wear a simple eyeliner, I need this. I just love this. No words. Like I use this in every single one of my makeup videos. I use this every day when I'm wearing makeup. I just love this. So if you guys need a trusty eyeshadow primer, go for this one. I'm getting really hot now. I think it's because of all the excitement I have for these favorite products. But the next product we're going to talk about is the by Terry Ombre Blackstar. These cream stick eyeshadows. And seriously, they're so well known all over YouTube, and for good reason, because all of the raves about them is all correct. They're highly pigmented. I'll do some swatches for you now. and they're really long lasting, super easy to apply and blend out. And ever since I started using these, I can't go without a makeup product without a eyeshadow base now. I just kind of feel naked. Like, I just don't feel the eyeshadows pack a punch anymore. These ones just give every single one of the eyeshadows that beautiful background. Like, it's hard to describe. Like, when you see into a scenery and there's just something special in the background that makes everything in the foreground more like, it's hard to explain, but these eyeshadows are just beautiful. And again, I'm getting too excited for them. But that's just 3 swatches right there, and they're quick swatches too. They're just beautiful and I just love them. They're really, really long lasting, super easy to blend out. They make any eye look beautiful. And of course, my favorite shade is Misty Rock, which is this mystical pink purple taupe shade, which is so unique. I've never seen any kind of other eyeshadow brand that offers this kind of shade. I love this. And if I'm going for like a boring, I don't want to think about my makeup, I usually pop this on along with my L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Tender Caramel. And this is also another one of my favorite. This taupe is seriously the most amazing taupe. I need to get a tissue now because there's so much swatch on my hands. But seriously, this taupe is the most beautiful taupe I've ever come across. It's a purple, pink, a little bit of brown, but on the lid it gives you the most beautiful finish. Like, you guys seriously have to get Tender Caramel. This is my favoriteest shade ever. Whenever I go on traveling, I have to bring this shade. This is one of my just in case shades. Even though if I don't wear it, just looking at it, it's beautiful. I'm loving this format where all my makeup is stashed here and I'm just playing with them and talking to you guys about it. It's like we're having, oh look, these Ombre black stars are not wiping off. Meh. Oh well, just goes to show how long lasting they are. Hopping onto the higher end again, my favorite eyeshadow palette or quad is by Tom Ford. And I don't usually like eyeshadow palettes. I know it's a weird thing, but single eyeshadows like this and this is usually my thing because I like to, you know, go into my single eyeshadows and open it and look what's in there. It's time consuming, but that's just me. But my favorite palette is the Tom Ford Nude Dip. When I saw this came out as permanent, I was over the moon because I seen so many pictures of this when it was limited, and seriously the color combination of this, it's perfection. And you guys seriously have to go to the Tom Ford counters and just try out the formulas. They're so buttery smooth, super easy to apply and blend out. Pigmentation, as you guys can see, it's great. This palette is just beautiful. It's another one of those palettes that I'll bring to holidays or look at when I'm at home. Swatch it and just look at it, or just open the palette and look at it and just gaze into its amazing glory. The color combination is perfect too. I mean, this is not too warm, this is not too cool. Perfect for those girls who love neutral eyeshadows. And if you guys are after a finish that's really close to these Tom Ford eyeshadows, I really recommend these NARS ones. These are the Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I have a few shades. This is Himalaya, which is a beautiful bronze shade. And this one is a purple shade called Desdemona. Can't pronounce that. And this is a beautiful like silvery taupe shade like this, and it's called Callisto. And again, the formulations and color payoff of these NARS Dual Intensity, it's really beautiful, highly pigmented. Really recommend these if you guys love single potted eyeshadows. Mascaras is one of those things that I can never justify to go for the high end. So I've been loving Maybelline mascaras, and for 2015 I've been loving the Lash Sensational mascara, and of course my formula is in waterproof, and you guys can see by the comb It's very similar to the Benefit Roller Lash, but I love this way more than the Benefit Roller Lash because first of all, this holds my curls. Benefit doesn't, which I don't find the purpose of the roller lash if it doesn't hold my curls. And also for this one, it lengthens my lashes, volumizes, it doesn't smudge because it is waterproof, and I just love Maybelline mascaras overall. So for 2016, I'm definitely looking forward to trying out more of their mascaras. Moving on to blush, I'm only going to talk about one today, which is a shocker because Nancy loves blush, but I've been using this one exclusively ever since I got it. This is the TheBalm's Instain Blush in the shade Argyle, which is this beautiful pink shade, feminine pink I would say. And the formula of this is really similar to the Clinique Cheek Plop, what is that? Sounds kind of gross, but it's the Clinique Cheek Pop blushes. And the formula of this is really smooth because it is not a straight powder. It applies on the skin really evenly, super easy to apply on and blend out. And this is one of these shades that's kind of foolproof for every single kind of makeup look. You can wear this one, so that's why I've been loving it. But for this year, I'm pretty sure there's going to be new makeup discoveries. Right now I'm using the Clinique Nude Cheek Pop shade in the Melon shade, which I really love. But I love this one in 2015, and if you guys are after a really easy neutral blush, definitely go for this one. Coming back to the blush, this lasts on your skin all day long because the formula is not a straight powder, and just looking at the color is just so pretty. I guess this is what us makeup lovers do. We just watch it and just look at it all day long. Seriously, I can look at these items and just watch it all day long because they're just so beautiful, especially these eyeshadow products. I'm not a huge lipstick wearer, but I do like to collect lipstick because I'm a makeup lover. But if I have to choose one lipstick that I really trust, it has to be these Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy lipsticks. These are really pigmented, really long lasting. These are the highest lasting or the longest lasting lipsticks I've ever came across. Really comfortable on the lips, doesn't dry my lips out, which is the biggest thing for me because the reason I don't wear other lipsticks is because most of them dry my lips out, but I really trust this one. And also there's a large color selection. The few I have here, this first nude shade is called Desirable, which is a beautiful nude. It's just right here. And I have the shade Tumultuous Pink, a beautiful dark plummy pink, and Potent, which is a coral nude shade. They're just beautiful shades, and during the year when I missed out on their Kendall Jenner color, which is called Relentless, I was kicking myself because I really wanted that orange red lipstick. I don't have one, and that formula is just beautiful, so if I were to wear any lipstick, I'll choose these ones because they just work on my lips. And I forgot to mention, I'm wearing the shade Potent today, and I've only worn a really light layer in the beginning of the video, and I'm talking to you guys for about an hour and a half already, talking and drinking water, and there's still lipstick on my lips. So these lipsticks are really great. So friends, that's all of my 2015 most trusted and favorite products. I hope you guys like this video, and please do comment down below your favorites of 2015 because we all love to share. Please don't forget to subscribe and like down below as well. Until next time, bye! Oh, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!